Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. How are you? How's your condition? I hope that you are in a good condition. You are in a good health, and also you are motivated in learning, and your spirit in learning, especially in English, is still on. And then today, meet again with me, with Rizam Zaki at FES'T, Fun English at Smash. Well, students, at this beautiful chance, we would like to discuss about the material that relating with monologue text. Relating with monologue text. Okay, what is the text we gonna discuss today exactly for the 12th grade? It is not really difficult text, but it is in the beginner level of kinds of text. What is it? Let's start. Okay, well, students, here there is a title, firstly. When you see here, firstly is one of the conjunction to connect some paragraphs that there is a process of something or making something. So when you see this title, maybe you can guess what exactly the monologue text that we're gonna discuss today. But before that, to make you ensure about the material, let's check for the basic competence in 3.6. In 3.6 here, the basic competency is distinguishing social function, generic structure, and language feature, written and spoken of some procedure text. Some procedure text. So we're gonna discuss what the procedure text. By giving and asking information dealing with manual use of technology and some tips based on the context of its use. And also the indicators here in 3.6.1. Identifying social function, on 2, identifying tree structures, and 3, identifying language features, and the last is comparing some of procedure text. Those are for the indicators and also the contents of basic competence in 3.6. Now we go to also in 4.6 also, that's relating with the psychomotor skill. The contents is capturing the meaning contextually, dealing with social function, generic structure, and also the language feature of written and spoken procedure text about manual use of technology and tips based on the context of its use. And there are some indicators that we should achieve. The first is identifying main idea, identifying communicative approach, in a short monologue in audio, and then number 3 is identifying specific information, explicit information, and also the last is identifying language feature. Why in these indicators on 4.6 so many? Because in 4.6, the basic competency in psychomotor skill, it starts with capturing the meaning. It means that you are trying to listen to the audio and then you answer some questions. Okay, students, that's all for the basic competence of 3.6 and also 4.6. And now we go to the main material, 3.6. Here I have a video and then you watch it. The video is not too long, it's only 120 seconds maybe. And then there is a question below and we can answer it together. Now let's see the video. Okay, students, that's all for the audio. It's coming from the Clinipedia, and you can watch if you want to watch something there that's really complete there. And then the question about the audio here, what does the video talk about? You can guess the start from number one is you should spirit and the kinds of the fabrics of your clothes, and then you should spirit also the color, the dark with the dark, and then the light with the light color, that is something else, and then you should press some of buttons of the washing machine. So one of this video is talking about how to use washing machine. Okay. So, students, let's continue for the next screen. Here, I have third model text that relating with the topic given here. It is about the president text, and you can see here on the screen that it starts with, we use the heat of an electric iron to remove wrinkles from fabric and get our clothes tidy. In order to do so, we need to follow these following steps. So number one, prepare the iron, the clothes, a placemat or any flat surface board, some clothing hanger, and then number two is plug the iron cable into the electricity socket and wait until the iron gets warmer. Number three, place the clothes on the placemat. Number four, apply the iron on the clothes surface evenly. Flip the clothes and apply the iron on the other side of the clothes evenly. Put the clothes on the clothing hanger. And the seven is continue with another clothes. So this is the manual text of the procedures for the written text or reading text. If after you watch the video about the manual text of procedure, and I also give you the reading text of procedure text. Now there are some questions that you should answer here. The first is, what is communicative approach of the text above? The communicative approach means that the function of the text itself toward the reader. So it is a communicative approach. And the answer is that this communicative approach is to describe about how to use the iron. And then number two, mention and show the generic structure of procedure text. Do you know the generic structure of procedure text? I'm sure that you know, because this topic, this model text, also discussed in the junior high school. Okay, there are two. It is goals and steps. Where are they? You can see here. Yeah, the goals, the blue one, it is called as the goals. It is called as the goals because it gives the descriptions to the reader that we gonna discuss or we gonna show the steps how to use something or to do something or to operate something. So it is called the goals. And then the steps. The steps is the stage that you should do to make or to finish what we gonna process. So it is the steps. They are the generic structure of procedure text. Now number three, find out the language features used in the text above. The language features of the procedure text is different with another text. The major is different between procedure text and also the other texts in English. It is from imperative sentence. So where is imperative and what is imperative? So this is what? This is the imperative. Imperative means that we start the sentence by using the bare infinitive. So imperative is giving instruction to someone to do something. For example, prepare the iron, the clothes, and a placemat or any flat surface board, some clothing hanger. And then plug the iron cable. If we translate into Indonesia, persiapkan, colokkan, tempatkan, terapkan, balikkan, letakkan, dan lanjutkan. So all of these words that I've already mentioned or translated in Indonesia, it is already in the form of imperative word. But imperative sentence means that all of this continue with another clause. It is called imperative sentence. Or we can say in Indonesia, is kalimat perintah. Apply the iron on the clothes of service evenly. This can also be imperative sentence. All of these steps part of procedure text using imperative sentence. It is the specific one that gives the specific character of procedure text. Okay, now we go to the next. Here in 3.6, I have two reading text. I have two reading text here, and your theory is I need you to answer some questions about the text, or I need you to differentiate between text 1 and text 2. For example, the question is about the social function. So the question number 1 is the communicative approach of text 1. The communicative approach of text 2, and number 2, the social function of text. The theory structure of text 1 and theory structure of text 2. Number 3, and then the language feature of text 1 and also the language feature of text 2. So you should compare them to find out some of the items that is mentioned in the previous basic competence of cognitive skill. Differentiate between this communicative approach, generic structures, and also language features used in the two of these texts. Okay, and then now here this is the table for you to answer the question before. So you should find out where is the goals of the text 1, where is the steps of the text 1 and also text 2, and also text 2, and then you can put the sentence here in this bracket, in this box. Yeah? The goals for the yellow box for text 1 and also text 2, and the steps for purple or cream color for text 1 and also text 2. So you should put the text that you already read in the previous screen, and then you put the text based on the function of each theory structure. Okay, students, that is for the test in 3.6 for you to differentiate between two texts about the procedure text. And then for number 4 here on 4.6. I give you information before that in 4.6, capturing the meaning means that you should listen to the audio that I play and answer some question here. The first is, what does the speaker tell about? Where does the first thing to do? What should do to avoid the shortcut circuit? And how many steps to do? What does the speaker suggest to present correctly? So those are the questions that you should answer from listening to the audio right now, and please pay attention.
When you're installing your computer system, remember to follow the setup directions in the manual. Perform all steps in the order presented in it. Proceed slowly and carefully to make sure that you put each cable into the correct socket. The pins in a plug are aligned with the corresponding holes in the socket, and so on. Each cable usually has different kinds of plugs on its two ends, making it almost impossible for you to make a mistake. But to prevent short circuit, do not plug in the power cable or switch on any component until you have double-checked every connection.
Okay, that's all, students, for the audio that you should listen to, and please answer some questions here. And the answers of this question should be written on the piece of paper, and then you can capture it and you can send to the assessment box as the assessment for 4.6. The assessment for 3.6 is to differentiate between two reading texts I have already given to you, and then you can compare between the communicative approach, the generic structures, and also the language features used in each of texts I gave to you. So, I think that's all, students, for the lessons relating with the procedure text today. I hope that you understand about what I explained. If you have some troubles and questions about the text I've explained today, please contact me by WhatsApp, or maybe Google Classroom, or maybe you can meet at school, but not all of you, but only just the vice of you to come to the school. And keep your healthy, keep your motivation, or keep strong. Have a nice day. See you next time with me, with Riza Mzaki in FES'T Fun English at Smash. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.